What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight. Let's take on a familiar face.
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Miami Dolphins franchise rebuild. So we have started out 2021 with a 2-1 record. We lost to the still undefeated Saints. They pretty much pulled it out just because of our turnover issues. But what we have in store this week is Week 5, Week 6, and Week 7. Week 6 would probably be a very intriguing matchup because the Bills are in first place. They're undefeated. But I think I want to see Josh Rosen back in Miami in Week 7. So we're actually going to showcase the game against the Colts. They are winless currently, so we'll have to see how it all pans out. But the first game that we have here is against the 2-2 Patriots at home. Thursday night game. Should be pretty exciting. We've already beat them once this year, so we're ready to do it again. So let's see if we can get a win. And we get blown out at home on national TV, which drops us to 2-2. We're now at 500. Our defense is really starting to kind of scare me. Almost 400 yards given up. Cousins threw for 266 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sony Michel had 86 yards rushing with a touchdown. And Keel Henry was an absolute problem again this game. 107 yards, 2 touchdowns. Keanu Neal had 2 picks. Lawrence actually ended up throwing 3 picks. Again, if we're not going to really get any takeaways, then we can't give the ball away either. So we really have to sharpen up a little bit. Maybe our woes at home continue. And we also had a late injury to Jatarvius Whitlow. So we're going to have to check that when we get back to home base. So we do have some good news. Whitlow is not listed on the IR. So he will be back for the next week's game, which is perfect. We're almost close to having Jerome back, and Anthony McFarland still has a couple of weeks as well. So before we end up seeing the final score of the game against the Bills, who are 4-1, so they're not looking too good. They finally lost last week. We have 3 players that are ready to negotiate. To tell you the truth, I'm not looking at either or any of them at this current time. Agba, I want to kind of see what left ends are available in the draft. And then Kyle Long and Ben Jones, I'm probably going to wait because they are going to regress a little bit. So I want to see if they will still be better than the linemen I have currently. So, without further ado, let's see if we can get a win in New Era Field in Buffalo, New York, and hopefully stop this 2-game losing skid. And we end our 2-game losing streak as we beat the Bills 24-20, and we actually put them on a 2-game losing streak now. We ended up winning the turnover battle for once. Fantastic. Our offense showed up. Our defense was meh. But again, they got 3 picks of Josh Allen, so that wasn't too bad. Lawrence had a great day, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns, a pick. Justin Jefferson, 2 catches, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns. His first and second career touchdowns. What a phenomenal game for him. Parker also added 106 yards and a touchdown. And then Zay Jones for the Buffalo Bills had 91 yards with a touchdown. Kareem Hunt actually got injured this game, and so did Zay Jones. So we'll make sure that we do a little update on them for you. So terrible news for the Bills, who ended up losing anyway. Zay Jones is out for 3 weeks with an abdominal tear, and Kareem Hunt 7 weeks with a broken collarbone. That takes out 2 other best playmakers. For us, however, we do have Durham Smythe, who's actually coming back, and McFarland just has 2 more weeks. Really kind of excited to see him get back out there. Our rushing game the last 2 weeks has been kind of non-existent all of a sudden. It's kind of confusing. So we are 3-2 and heading into week 7, which is a home game against the 1-4-1 Indianapolis Colts. They're obviously not performing. but they do have Josh Rosen in the game, so it's kind of a revenge game for him coming to Miami. They also have DeAndre Swift at halfback and also T.Y. Hilton at wide receiver. And then we can't forget about Darius Leonard and his dominance as well. So let's jump into the game and see if we can get a win against the revenge-minded Rosen. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Under center, it'll be the former UCLA Bruin, Josh Rosen. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
Brian Kelly's a great example of how valuable the centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the second and third level and deliver blocks.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. A look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 5 catches, 65 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
On second down now, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. On third down, Rosen. He's got Jack Doyle. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Looking to throw. Lawrence looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go. Ready to go. Right on.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Young Trip is here, baby.
As far as defensive starters go, here they are for Indianapolis. They've certainly had their struggles against the run, at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. On first down, Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rosen, incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Swift. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
You start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence completes it to the tight end, Smythe. A gain of 6 there on 1st. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
We got 4. We got 4. Ready? 8, read. Yeah. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Punted away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Easy one.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Check. Crouch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Over the top to him. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Durham Smythe, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown. Seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off, or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. On 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a give right side. Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Rosen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 2nd and 13. From the gun, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Converted 4 times out of 6, not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On first down, Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 31, Rosen. He completes it to Wilson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. Phillip Rivers, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they have the lead over the visiting Washington Redskins. Cam Newton with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get over to Carson, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at Dignity Health Sports Park. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Wide, get wide. Ready.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Receivers, and that puts them in a position to be aggressive when they tackle.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Lead, you've been controlling the game, but why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll run on the draw. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working.
At the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
52's the mark, boy, 52.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Rosen. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Let's go, baby.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Wilson's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Check nickel.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And Wilson has it.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get
6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. Now Rosen. Funches has it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Rosen to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. On 2nd and goal here.
Switch up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's an asking a lot of questions, what are you seeing, what are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He's not going to get me.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
3 bud. Shift.
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. It's caught by Funchess. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Rosen will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Check the backer.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now it's Rosen looking. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game.
And what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Rosen. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now Rosen on 1st down. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points. Comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting the lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Off play action, Lawrence.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I wouldn't call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That one on Kyle Long, of course, the son of Hall of Famer Howie Long. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 14 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by RAEKWON. And the return will stop right around the 25. Parker unable to get that one. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are in field goal range here already. How do you handle this situation, tie game?
In a perfect scenario, you want to find a way to get the ball to the proper spot for your field goal kicker. They always have preferences, and you want to bleed the clock down so that when you do kick it, as the ball's going through the post,
zeros.
The clock hits zeros.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They run the counter. Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Colts, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Man, we do not play well at home as we end up dropping to 3-3 as we give the Indianapolis Colts their second win of the season as we lose 20-17. A late interception by Trevor Lawrence, a missed field goal by Gent Toner, and pretty much the Colts put us away. We didn't play a terrible game. 2 picks always hurts. We were able to get just 1 from Josh Rosen. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what is going on in Lawrence's head. He did throw for 238 yards and a touchdown as well as those 2 picks. Mike Hilton actually had a pick return for a touchdown. Durham Smythe actually came back, had 50 yards and a touchdown. And, I mean, we just couldn't slow down Josh Rosen all of a sudden. He threw for 239 yards, a touchdown, which was to Cole Kmet, and a pick. DeAndre Swift ran all over us, 79 yards and a touchdown. RAEKWON had the interception that led to the final field goal that we lost to. And Albert Wilson, the former Dolphin, had 6 catches for 58 yards. We just got to get back on track, and we have to start winning at home. It's embarrassing. So an absolute demoralizing defeat at the hands of the 1-win Colts, who now have 2 wins on the year. We couldn't stop Josh Rosen, and he played absolutely terrible for us, so I have no idea. But let's take a look at the upgrades and the draft board. Starting the upgrades here with cornerback Xavier Howard, we are going to go into slot, keep him as that scheme fit. He is now an 85 overall. He's finally getting some picks this year. Superstar outside linebacker RAEKWON McMillan will get an upgrade. We're going to go into pass coverage. We are kind of a little bit weak against the pass currently. Goes up to an 82 overall and gets +2 on man and zone. Beautiful. And the captain of our defense, Jerome Baker, who actually got his breakout chance. He is now superstar at 24 years old, 80 overall. That's what I'm talking about. He now has 2 skill points, so we're going to put 1 into field general. See what we get. Gets him up to an 81 overall, +2 pursuit. I like that. And then we are also going to go into pass coverage as well. That gets him up to an 82. We have to be able to stop the pass, gentlemen. Starting strong safety Xavier McKinney, and I think we are going to continue the run support. Boost him up to a 75 overall. I think we'll be going into the coverages in the next upgrade. Backup outside linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel, and we're going to go into run stopper for him. He does move up to a 71 overall. Right now he's a pretty good solid depth piece for us. Backup wideout Antonio Gandy Golden will get 1 this episode, and we are going to go into physical, get him up to a 70 overall. See a little bit more yellow for him, +3 catching traffic. So now it is time to take a look at our updated draft board. We're still looking for some dynamic wide receivers. Tell you the truth, this might not be the class that we're looking at, but let's take a look at 3 others. Starting here with junior Chance Smith, 5'11", 182 out of UTEP. Top skills, deep route catching, spec catch. Doesn't really have the size that we're looking for. His talent is, though, a late 2nd round, and he's projected in the late 4th round. So far this year, he's had 34 catches, 510 yards, 4 touchdowns. He is an absolute beast. He plays a lot taller than that 5'11" frame. And then we also have a possibility in the 6th round with junior Timothy Woods, 5'11", 188 out of Florida State. Top skills, release, catching, spec catch. Talent is late 3rd round, but again, could be a steal in the 6th round. So far this year on a very, very good Florida State team. He has 23 catches, 317 yards, 3 touchdowns. He doesn't really get the volume because of how good that team really is. And the last wide receiver we are going to spotlight is junior Keenan Rucker, 5'11", 189 pounds out of Iowa. Top skills, deep route, catching traffic, catching. Talent is early 4th round. He's projected late 5th round. Could be another steal in the draft if we decide to go that way. He has 26 catches, 507 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nothing really stands out other than his ability to catch the ball. And that's where we're going to wrap up this episode. When we come back, we will get through Week 8, Week 9, and Week 10. I'm kind of thinking that we should have the Jaguars game. They're not bad, but they also have Kenyon Drake, which is going to be another revenge game. Hopefully this one we're able to cancel out and actually win, but it's a home game, and we know how that all rolls out. So thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight, out.
They thought it was a game till I came back with that win. Over time I've been working, now I'm back at it again. Now we ain't finished, what you thought that was it?